What's going on, peeps? So got the S500 project car here, and we have added a cool little spoiler lip here. A very inexpensive part that I picked up on eBay. Also ordered the lid that's going to go up here. That spoiler has not come in yet, but wanted to share with you guys this. I thought it looked really good. Was super inexpensive. I think it was like 80 bucks for both spoilers, but it came in. It was a straight piece, so I want to show you real quick how I installed it. I did not do a video on that, so I'm going to break that down real fast, and then we're going to get into the muffler. Love the way that's sounding, want to show you guys, but the spoiler itself was a 3M bottom piece. So what I did was I laid it out, kind of got it centered, as you can see, and put a piece of blue masking tape right down the middle here, and then cut it. Pulled this piece off, and then I took a razor blade and underneath cut the red tape pieces that's like a little piece of plastic that covers the 3M glue, and I did it in about maybe 3 to 4 inches. Then what I did was I pressed that part down, and then I lifted this whole side up and pulled underneath the tape up and pressed it down as I was going along the edge of the trunk. That's because this piece would have been straight across here and would have hung off if I didn't do that. So it ended up working out really well. Right before I did that, I did clean it down with some rubbing alcohol underneath, real clean, and this is on there. You know, it's staying on real tight. You guys have any questions about that, feel free to message below, comment. I would absolutely love to help you guys out with that part if you're having any issues. But on to the exhaust. So we showed you this video the other day, and what I did was I was getting ready to watch this video on how to take the stock muffler and clean out the inside. So I went ahead and started cutting along this edge, and I did it on both mufflers, as you can see. And I was going to pull the stuffing out, bring it down to the muffler shop, have them weld it, and in the process I decided to start the car up. And what I did was I actually cut a few more slits down on the end there. I don't know if you can see that, but that gave it a little bit of a deeper sound as I was going. I was starting the car and listening. I've fallen in love with this sound. It's probably been 3 or 4 days now, and every time I'm driving, I got the windows down, I'm listening to it. I am blown away with how good this sounds. I did order some MagnaFlow mufflers and was getting ready to get those installed, and I am probably going to decide to just go with this ghetto rig style, I want to call it. It's definitely not something I would recommend for every car, but let me go ahead and cold start this up, let it warm up a little bit, rev it, and I'm going to let you guys hear every bit of this sound. So I'm going to go ahead and cold start it now. Alright, so that's the cold start. I'm going to let this thing warm up a little bit, and we'll come back and I'll go ahead and rev it up real high for you guys so you can hear the way that this thing just, it's got a real deep tone. It's got a little bit of that papa backfire when driving. I use the manual shifter mode on the car, which works freaking awesome. And this transmission's amazing. It's got 170,000 miles on this car, and this transmission shifts like butter even in the manual mode, which is funny that it's got it because it's a, you know, more of a luxury car than a sports car, but it actually drives very quick, I think. So let me go ahead and get this car warmed up and we'll be back. Alright guys, the car is warmed up. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys some heavy revs on this thing so you can hear how it sounds warmed up and revving. Alrighty, I'm hoping that got you guys some good sounds. Let's do a quick walk around, show you guys where we're at with the mods. We've got videos on the blacked out lights there. That's the Plasti Dip lights, the Plasti Dip logo Now we've got that lip on there, which I love. Car needs to be cleaned, but it's been raining every single day out here in Florida. We've got the, I love this part, the extremely cheap $150 Mercedes rims that we had to buff out and clean. The tires that cost us less than $100, so we're very inexpensive on this whole setup here. We've done some paint corrections, which being very dirty right now, you might not be able to tell. We've also buffed out those headlights, plasti dipped the front grille, and there's going to be a lot more coming, guys. We put we went ahead and put the intake on there. So we've gone ahead and put those filters on there, and we got more coming. Thanks, guys. This is Peter.